to send Cristian Romero into I'm going to kick you mode, but maybe a little bit more considered in the international array for Argentina. Lisandro Martinez, 12 yards shy of the halfway line. Argentina defend the goal away to my left. Austria defend the goal away to my right. Romero gets it back, plays it infield, picks up Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez plays it out far side for the on-Russian Medina. Medina carries the ball forward, and it's lost. Picked up by Austria, who play it forward, but back into the half of Argentina it goes, and it is straight the way back away to my left-hand side by Romero to Martinez, Emiliano Martinez, who plays it out to Lisandro Martinez, and they are not siblings, they just have the same surname. Back inside, McAllister gets it from Lisandro Martinez across to Romero. Romero out on this near side will pick up Molina. Molina plays it infield, little layoff by Messi inside the centre circle on the Argentine side of the pitch, which is to the left of the halfway line as I face it now. The break is on, driving forward up front. Lautaro Martinez tries to slip the ball in down to the dead ball line and pulled across, in the first real action there this time for Alexander Schlager. Has to go down to his right hand side by his right hand post, away to my right, and he just sees the ball going to the side netting. But a good break, swift break there by Argentina, breaking into the penalty area, although Danzo and Alaba kept pretty tight. Could have been a shade offside, but no need for that. It's gone out for a goal kick near side. Lima back in field to Alaba. Alaba across to the penalty spot in the Austrian penalty area, away to my right. Schlager out to Danzo. Danzo 15, 16 yards shy of the halfway line as Austria look to go forward towards that goal away to my left-hand side. Danzo, a little short ball forward, going to be rolled all the way back, this time by Romano. And on the far side of the pitch, it's going to be Stefan Posch who rolls it all the way back to his keeper, Schlager. Schlager lifts it long, headed on by Gregoritz, but it could be picked off rather easily at the back by Cristian Romero, some 12 yards outside the Argentina penalty area, away to my left-hand side. Little short pass infield, and the man that comes onto the football, Rodrigo De Paul, back to Romero, out on this near side, is going to pick up Molina. Molina turns his man up to the halfway line, into the feet of De Paul, back to Molina. Inside it goes, well worked by Argentina, going down their left-hand side through the centre. Messi with a chance here, great tackle comes in. Thought he was fouled, and in the end it's going to be Danzo that tries to tidy up, but he doesn't get the ball away inside his own 18-yard box. And Lima and of course Alaba get the ball away. Still players screaming for the VAR to be looked at as Lionel Messi is still down in the penalty area, away to my right-hand side. Looks as though he's going to pull the trigger, but the two defenders were very quick alongside him. Ball is currently with Lisandro Martinez. Enzo Fernandez back to Alexis McAllister. And now our referee has decided that he needs to go and see the stricken player inside the penalty area, away to my right-hand side. Driving run through the centre. And it wasn't actually Lionel Messi. It was Lautaro Martinez who got a real slacking from two heavy challenges from Xavier Schlager and Danzo. Did either of them get the ball though? That is the question. Might be asked here. 5 minutes on the clock here. Referee stands hovering above the man that's stricken. Looks like it could be a problem for Lautaro Martinez's right ankle. Stature from a distance here is very similar to Lionel Messi. A little staccato run. Stefan Posch just got hold of the ball. No penalty there for me. First touch just rolled away from Martinez as he got into the box, and well, actually interesting. Conrad Lima gets across and plays the ball out on this near side. But don't believe there's going to be a check at the moment. We're not being told here. 5 minutes and Lautaro Martinez makes his way off behind the goal away to my right-hand side. Argentina 0, Austria 0. Still looking at a possible penalty. Xavier Schlager and Stefan Posch, the two that came in. Xavier Schlager was the man that got his foot onto the ball, but did Stefan Posch take it before the man before the ball was played? That is the question for VAR. The referee taking his time here. Almost waiting with bated breath, most of us now, to see if he makes a signal to go and have a look at the TV monitor. Obviously the first shout from the referee. A bit like in cricket, the umpire's call. He was pretty much adamant that it wasn't a penalty at the time. So is it a clear and obvious error? Fourth officials will be looking at it as we speak now. Still the conversation is being had. And the referee, Amin Omar, waits patiently. And he has been asked to go over and have a look at a monitor, which doesn't bode well for the Austrians. And one of the first people over, David Alaba, is saying, how can that be? You gave it as no penalty, but off goes Amin Omar to have a little look. Now I'm watching it in slow motion with yourself. Stefan Posch comes across from the left, and on this near side, it is Xavier Schlager that gets the ball, but is the foul done by Posch first? It's an interesting one. This is a very, very moot point with two Austrians converging on an Argentinian forward here. Who gets the first challenge in? The referee has had a look. He wanders back. He signals with a square. He asks the players to walk away. And it appears that it is a penalty kick. It is a penalty kick, and Lautaro Martinez was actually fouled there by Xavier Schlager and Stefan Posch. And it gives away a penalty which gives Argentina a chance to take the lead. It's been quite some time here making that decision, but as long as the right decision's made, then there's absolutely no worries about it. Well, Lionel Messi stands forward. Will he stand tall? He's rolled the ball away now. He's walking up to the penalty spot, and Alexander Schlager wanders out to the edge of his 6-yard box and has a few words with the world star in the shape of Ballon d'Or winner numerous times, Lionel Messi. Messi going to address this with his left foot. 3 goals already in this World Cup. Messi not looking at Alexander Schlager. We pop into the 9th minute. Lionel Messi, goal away to my right. Comes up to the ball with his left foot. Little stutter and puts it wide of Schlager's left-hand post, and Lionel Messi has missed the target, and missed the target by quite some distance as well for a man of his standing. Schlager went the right way, and he hasn't even grazed the post. Austria get a reprieve. Argentina just had a body blow. Their talismanic player, Lionel Messi, has missed a penalty on 9 minutes. Coming forward now, Schlager, Xavier. Short pass to Sievald, back to Schlager. Schlager misses Danzo out, misses Lima out as well, but he's done well to get his body across the ball. Tries to flick it down the line. De Paul blocks it out of play, and Lionel Messi will now have to try and pick himself up. I'm sure he's had more setbacks than that in his illustrious career. 38 years of age now. And the referee has wanted Conrad Lima to take the throw yet again, but it wasn't a case of taking too long with a throw this time. It was something to do with the ball. Lima throws it in field, finds Sievald. Sievald on the lip of the centre circle on the Argentinian side. Finds Posch. Posch back into his own half. Finds Danzo. Danzo forward into the feet of Xavier Schlager. Back to Danzo. Danzo square. 12 yards inside his own half to his centre half, David Alaba. Back to Danzo. Danzo forward into the feet. A little bit of a spin off there this time by Sabitzer, and the ball goes down the left back channel of the Argentine defence, away to my left hand side. Good defensive work by Medina, gets pushed over in the end behind him by Romano Schmidt, and it is going to be a free kick. Lionel Messi, little stutter, thought he'd send the goalkeeper the wrong way. The keeper, Alexander Schlager, went the right way, and Messi missed the goal altogether. Low down. Argentina 0, Austria 0. Thank you very much for joining this independent studio-based off-tube commentary of the match between Argentina and Austria. Just to let you know, you can watch the game through your local broadcaster. You know, you can follow it on your local, regional, national TV broadcaster, but nice to have you along nevertheless. Gregoric tries to battle hard in the middle of the park and gets fouled right on the lip of the centre circle. Gregoric picks his boot up, waves at the referee, and will go to put it back on. He's playing through the centre. Just the one change for Austria in this game. Lisandro Martinez with a rather unceremonious barge in the back, that of Michael Gregoric. Near side of the pitch. Franjek patrols his technical area. Gregoric is still putting his boot on. Into the 12th minute of the game here. Argentina 0, Austria 0. And Argentina suffering a body blow. Gifted a penalty. Were they gifted it? Right call made after VAR. And Lionel Messi missing the target altogether. David Alaba with his free kick. Just about a yard inside the edge of the centre circle on the Argentinian side of the pitch, which is to the left of the halfway line. Rodrigo de Porta and Michael Gregoric. A little bit of a difference in height between those two. Trying to shepherd each other out to the right of Emiliano Martinez's goal, away to my left-hand side. Dropped into the back there, a little stutter on the free kick. Knocked on by Alaba, looking around the back here for Danzo. Danzo heads it into the box, headed away by Lisandro Martinez. Sabitzer heads it back to Danzo, down the side of the Argentinian penalty area. Dancing well on this near side with Manuel Molina. Ball gets whipped into the box. This time it's headed away by Fernandez. Hooked back towards the Argentinian penalty area, away to my left-hand side. And Austria taking their little reprieve from that missed penalty. And looking to build on their good fortune. Stefan Posch this time gets away from Lautaro Martinez and plays it all the way back to his keeper Schlager. Schlager sweeps the ball out to the left-back Lima. Lima, short pass in field, finds Schlager, back to Lima, and now back to Alaba. Alaba 18 to 24 yards inside the Austrian half, which is to the right of the halfway line. Short pass this time into the feet of Sivald. Sivald out to the right-sided centre-half Danzo. Danzo up to the halfway line, plays it back inside the centre circle on the Austrian side of the pitch, which is to the right of the halfway line. Sivald back to Danzo. Danzo has an option outside him in the shape of Stefan Posch, but elects to go back to Nicolas Sivald. Sivald, crossfield ball for Konrad Lima. Lima midway inside the Argentinian half, plays it down this near side. Sabitzer, not with the greatest turn in the world, tries to turn it goalwards, but it's off the legs this time of Manuel Molina. Up for a throw, some 12 yards away from the corner flag, defended by the right back of Argentina. Lima throws it in. Foul on the edge of the box, given away this time by Alexis McAllister. It is about a yard outside the right-hand side of Emiliano Martinez's penalty area. Vanna was the man that was upended. Yep. Alexis McAllister made a vain attempt to try and get the ball, but took the man instead. It's 12 yards from the dead ball line. Martinez in goal for Argentina, away to my left, looks out. So if you were to draw a line from the penalty spot to the centre spot in Martinez's goal and say that's 12 o'clock, this is getting on for 11 or 12 minutes past the hour. Difficult angle. Sabitzer stands over it, as does Paul Vanna. Sabitzer looks favourite with his right boot to take it in towards the goal. As Vanna looks favourite with his left boot to take it away from the goal. Argentina right across the edge of their 6-yard box. A two-man wall protecting Emiliano Martinez's right-hand post. Here comes the ball, whipped in and cleared away by Argentina. Slowly and surely, in fairness. Lionel Messi loses it on the edge of the box. Chance now for Danzo to slip it forward. Little toe poke through. Argentina look a little bit ragged, but they cleared the ball up to Messi. Messi tries to play it near side, which is the right-hand side for Argentina, but it's picked up by Paul Vanna. Vanna comes forward with the football. Plays it out on this near side to Alaba. Alaba tries to turn inside. Comes off the feet of Molina. Molina has given away a throw, and Austria putting a bit of pressure on the Argentinian rear guard at the moment. Sabitzer throws it short and backwards to Lima. Lima inside to Schlager. Schlager back to Sivald. Sivald across to Danzo. Danzo back to Sivald. Lip of the centre circle on the Argentine side of the pitch, which is to the left of the halfway line. Chance here to come forward. Xavier Schlager into the feet of Lima. Lima short ball inside finds Vanna turns into trouble. Romero tries to clear it, plays it right against the body this time, but a handball has been given by our referee. As it was cleared, Eagle Eyes a lot closer. As I say, thank you very, very much for listening to this independent studio-based off-tube commentary of the Argentina versus Austria game tonight here from Dallas. You can, of course, watch the game through your local broadcaster. But thank you for joining us here. The big news is 9 minutes on the clock. Argentina missed the penalty. More importantly, it was Lionel Messi that missed the penalty, missed the target. Messi turns the ball on for Lautaro Martinez, slips into a challenge. Ball breaks off the leg. Stefan Posch on the edge of his own penalty area for Austria. Lifts the ball up towards the halfway line. Tries to get it in behind. Good work by Gregoric. Gregoric finds Vanna. Vanna clips the ball out near side to Sabitzer. Sabitzer's into the box but wide of Martinez's goal. Lifts it across the face of goal. And at the back post it's been left. Not the best bit of work there. Schmidt now with the ball. Underlapping run this time, not going to be kept in play. A little bit too much strength on the pass. Ball goes out of play for a goal kick to Argentina away to my left-hand side. Well, it's entertaining. We're into the 17th minute here in Dallas. Argentina 0, Austria 0. Penalty missed by Lionel Messi on 9 minutes. Did take a couple of 3 minutes though for VAR to work out who had actually committed a foul on Lautaro Martinez, whether it was actually Stefan Posch or Xavier Schlager. Tended to think that it was Posch that fouled before Schlager got a touch on the ball. Emiliano Martinez in goal for Argentina, away to my left, comes out of the penalty area, past the D of his own penalty area, short pass to Lisandro Martinez. Martinez coming forward, the Manchester United centre half. About 15 yards shy of the halfway line. He's going to play it square to Spurs centre half Christian Romero. Romero a little bit deeper in his own half, plays it square to Lisandro Martinez, and then Lisandro Martinez plays it out to Medina. Medina back to Martinez. Short pass into the feet of McAllister. McAllister is upended just inside the centre circle on the Argentina side of the pitch, and not made a great start. A really talented young man in the shape of Alexis McAllister. Rodrigo de Paul plays the ball forward. The layoff this time on this near side by Molina. Goes straight out of play. Austrian throw about 6 yards inside their own half. The right back line that plays it into Xavier Schlager. Up it goes into the body this time of Gregoric. His layoff is cleared by Argentina. Headed down by Alaba. Alaba gets the ball into the feet of Siva. Siva back to Danzo. Danzo on the edge of the Austrian penalty area, away to my right. Knocks the long ball out to the halfway line, which is picked off rather easily by Lisandro Martinez for Argentina. Ball goes forward to Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez gets it back from Messi. Tries to slip in Lautaro Martinez. Poor touch there. Ball into Messi. Messi with a chance. Steps across one. Good save this time as it's driven goalwards by the outstretched left leg of Alexander Schlager. I'm not sure if that came off the defender or Lionel Messi, but he broke into the box after a good bit of play on the edge of it. And Lionel Messi, if it was him, has had an opening 19 minutes to forget. Two good looks at the Austrian goal. One he's completely missed with a penalty, and one he's hit the outstretched left leg of Alexander Schlager in between the pipes for Austria, away to my right-hand side. Lisandro Martinez plays the ball out far side to Medina. Facundo Medina back to Martinez on the halfway line. Short pass infield to McAllister, who's in between his two centre halves. He plays it out to the right centre half. Romero forward. Laid off by Rodrigo de Paul. A little bit heavy there by Molina. Cleared by Austria. And the ball goes all the way through to another Martinez. Emiliano Martinez in goal for Argentina, away to my right. As we just get to see, it was actually a little toe poke by David Alaba. It wasn't a shot by Lionel Messi, who plies his trade in the major soccer league in America. Near side, Argentina, midway inside the Austrian half. McAllister back to Lisandro Martinez. Martinez, short pass out to the fullback Medina. Medina square to Romero. Romero infield again. McAllister forward. Laid off by Messi. Well, it's a little bit of a tough one there to be taken down on the chest by Lisandro Martinez. Ball goes forward. Stefan Posch looked as though he was caught late there, but nothing doing from our referee. As midway inside the Austrian half, Alaba heads the ball down to Sabitzer. Sabitzer tries to turn inside his man. A little deflection off the heels on this near side of Molina. And in the end, Lima has been caught late by a very hefty challenge on this near side. Left in a heap on the floor. And Lautaro Martinez is the man that's left him in a heap. It'll be interesting to see what our referee does this time. Scaloni is up off the bench. Lautaro Martinez comes across to help Conrad Lima up. Not the most vicious of challenges, but I think we would say in the game that he let man know he was there. Won't be long before we go to our drinks break at the moment. Rodrigo de Paul has picked himself up rather gingerly off the floor. And the referee's asked him to go off to the touchline, even though the trainers didn't come on. And I think he's saying that there is blood from the shin. As the ball broke away. Just a foot went through the ball. Not sure it's, again, any malicious intent there, but it did indeed cut the shin of Rodrigo de Paul. He'll come off and get himself a little bit of treatment, and then he'll be laid back on once he's had a little bit of dressing placed on that little neck. Stefan Posch, 6 yards inside, 12 yards inside, 15 yards inside the Argentinian half. Plays a short bar back this time to Sivald. Sivald into the feet this time of Vanna. Vanna back to Danzo. Danzo squared to Alaba. Alaba inside the Argentinian half. Up to Gregoric. First time layoff. Chance for shot. No. Cleared by the Argentinian defence. Far side of the pitch. Posch will put it back into the box. Real chance here. Comes over the head. Coming in. Sabasa with the shot. Cleared this time by Romero. Away for the first corner of the game, which is going to go the way of Austria. And it's a very, very intriguing game between these two sides. They both begin with A, Argentina and Austria. That's a point for me for telling you that. Goal away to my left. Emiliano Martinez looks out to his right. 23rd minute of the game. Sabitzer to take it. Lots of movement. Front post goes over everyone's head. Headed away by Lisandro Martinez. Picked off by Messi. Messi gets it out on the far side this time to Molina. Molina tries to turn away, but he's going to see the ball run out of play for a throw to Austria. Midway inside the Argentinian half, and the referee has decided that it is time for us to refresh ourselves. And just to let you know, you are listening to an independent studio-based off-tube commentary of the game between Argentina and Austria here from Dallas. And it's goalless after 24 minutes. The talking point being that on 6 minutes, Lautaro Martinez was caught by a double challenge from Stefan Posch from one side and Xavier Schlager from the other side, which resulted in a VAR check, and our referee, Mohamed Omar, going to the monitor and having a look before judging that it was a penalty. Lionel Messi, 3 goals in the competition so far, stepped up to take the spot kick against Alexander Schlager. He put the ball to Schlager's left. Schlager went to his left, but the ball evaded the framework of the goal and the goal itself and went wide of the post to the left-hand side. Lionel Messi left a little bit dumbfounded by not hitting the target. A man of his amazing talent, not hitting the target from 12 yards. As I say, make sure you can, if you can, watch the game through your local broadcaster. You can follow the match on your local, regional and national broadcaster at any given point as well. And you are listening to an independent studio-based off-tube commentary of Argentina versus Austria in a game coming from Dallas in the United States of America. Well, it's been nip and tuck. I think it's been more possession football from Argentina in the first part of this game. But Austria have certainly covered themselves with glory, I would say, because they've done very, very well when they've had the press and the counter-attack. They've certainly made the Argentinian defence think about a few things on the way through. Well, we are presently in a situation where we're taking on some fluids, and it is going to be Scaloni and co that are just having their few words. 53% possession in the first 24 minutes for Argentina to 47. It's the one corner registered by Austria, and one shot, both off target for both of these two sides. Lautaro Martinez, 3 minutes it took for the VAR to sort it out. But ironically, when you look at the statistics for dangerous attacks in that first half, 16 for Austria and just 4 for Argentina. Well, we're back on the field of play. And Lionel Messi, who broke through moments later, had it taken off his toes by David Alaba. Saw Alexander Schlager save with his left leg. It's going to be a throw to Austria, far side of the pitch, midway inside the Argentinian half. Argentina defend the goal away to my left as I face the pitch, and Austria defend the goal away to my right. It's thrown back to Danzo. Danzo 6 yards inside the half. Short pass infield finds Nicolas Sivalt. Sivalt out to David Alaba. David Alaba comes forward 15 yards, 16 yards. Turns it back to Nicolas Sivalt, and the ball goes all the way back to Alexander Schlager. Out to Danzo. Danzo into the feet this time of Xavier Schlager. Across to Danzo. Danzo out to Posh. Posh back to Danzo. Danzo all the way back from virtually the halfway line to his keeper Schlager. Alexander, who's 6 yards outside his own penalty area. He sweeps ball out to the left-sided centre half. David Alaba, who plays it to the right-sided centre half, backwards infield, and picks up Kevin Danzo. Danzo, whose teammate at Spurs, is on the other side of the pitch for the other side. Christian Romero. Danzo has the ball back at his feet. He's a good 15 yards inside his own half. Takes a little touch, allowed a little bit of space to run up to the halfway line, and elects to get the sandwich out of his golf bag and clip it out near side. He finds Lima. Lima's headed down, finds Sabitzer. Back it goes to Lima. Lima then goes to Xavier Schlager. Sabitzer back to Lima. Lima clips the ball forward, looking for the run of Mikhail Gregoric, with Vanna going in behind him, but it's easily tidied up by the Argentinian defence. And a loose ball there played on this near side by Molina. Austria back in possession. Chance now for them to break down the Argentinian right-hand side. Lima's got into the corner, steps away from Romero, plays it against the legs of the covering Manuel Molina, and it's another corner to Austria, their second of the first half. And again, they don't look too phased. Sabitzer will come on his near side. Emiliano Martinez in the goal away to my left-hand side as I face the pitch. We'll look out to his right-hand side. Thank you for listening to this independent studio-based off-tube commentary of Argentina versus Austria. And don't forget, you can catch the game through your local TV broadcaster. Ball into the box, headed away inside the 6-yard box, this time by Lautaro Martinez. And he gets a second attempt to hook it away over his head. Picked up by Austria, but their approach play is a little bit ragged, and the clearance by Romero goes straight to Danzo, who's making his way back. Short pass into Paul Vanna. Vanna out on this near side to Alaba. Alaba further right now to Sabitzer. Sabitzer faced by De Paul. Down the line he goes. Chance here for cross to go in by Paul Vanna. Vanna's trying to get away from one. Doubled up with De Paul and McAllister get the ball forward. Flag has gone up for a ball out of play. Not sure if that's going to be an Austrian throw though, or whether that's going to be an Argentinian throw. Couldn't see. Bodies very close together. 30 minutes on the clock here in Dallas. Argentina 0, Austria 0. Story really that will dominate the headlines of this first 30 minutes is a Lionel Messi missed penalty, and not just missed, he missed the target. Lima. Sabitzer. Sabitzer tries to get to the dead ball line. Across goes McAllister. Ushers the ball out of play. Goal kick to Argentina. Away to my left-hand side. Oh, and Alexis McAllister waves an imaginary card at Marcel Sabitzer, who just tried to block him playing the ball back to his keeper and getting the goal kick taken quicker. Didn't think that really was allowed, but then again, we've had so many changes to the laws of association football over the years. I'm sure that some get forgotten along the way. Ball goes back from Romero into the feet this time of Emiliano Martinez. Goal away to my left-hand side. He jogs outside his penalty area, into the D on the edge of his penalty area, plays it out to the right-sided centre half, Christian Romero, who ambles slowly forward before playing it square. And he picks up the body of Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez out this time to Medina. Back inside to Fernandez. Fernandez, who hasn't had a great deal of football in this game so far, plays it back to Romero. Romero up and over the halfway line. Short pass to Alexis McAllister. McAllister straight ball up into the feet of Lisandro Martinez. Lay off to Messi. Messi tackled though. Gets away from one, gets away from two. Austria make a little bit of a hash of clearing it, but at the second attempt it's just lifted away on this near side. It's going to be the right back, Manuel Molina. And pass the ball to Rodrigo de Paul. Back to the halfway line to Romero. And square to Lisandro Martinez. Out on the far side. Chance now for Enzo Fernandez to play it past the full back. Running in behind this time. Chance for a layoff by Messi. Keeper's got to come out. Loses it. Messi with a shot this time blocked. And I don't know what Alexander Schlegel was doing when he came out to gather that ball, but it came off his body and went straight back to Lionel Messi, who just fired a shot goalwards from 12 yards and it was blocked. Inside or on the edge of the 6-yard box there by David Alaba. There was a touch by Alexander Schlegel, and he's really been dug out of trouble there by his captain David Alaba. He slides out on his knees. I'm just trying to see what part of the body it was. He brought his arm down. He was under pressure from Enzo Fernandez, but maybe could have gathered it. Looks as though he was more worried about the close proximity of Enzo Fernandez and making sure he gathered the ball. Lima near side. Shepherded by two. Rodrigo de Paul. Short ball inside. McAllister first time ball. Charging away on this near side. Lautaro Martinez pulls it to the edge of the box. Good covering back there this time by Gregoric. Short ball forward this time by Silva. Picks up Xavier Schlager, but he's lost it. Ball to go forward again. Edge of the 18-yard box if you drew a line across for Argentina. Molina in field to McAllister, 12 yards inside the Austrian half, which is to the right of the halfway line. Short pass to Lisandro Martinez. Martinez back to the halfway line to Romero. Romero to the left-sided centre half, Lisandro Martinez, who goes further out this time to Facundo Medina. And Argentina quite happy to play in that umbrella shape. Back to Romero. Rodrigo de Paul, overlapping run from Molina. Back it goes though to Romero, 6 yards inside the Austrian half, which is to the right of the halfway line. Square to Lisandro Martinez. Martinez short ball forward. This time into the feet of Almada. Almada out to Medina. Into the feet of Almada. Back it goes to McAllister. Square to Romero. Down on this near side to Molina. Back to Romero. Just 4 or 5 yards inside the Austrian half. Austria defend the goal away to my right. Short ball into the middle of the park. Plenty of running by Thiago Almada, but he's processing the ball backwards rather than forwards for me. Had one break. He gets it again now at his feet. He's 12 yards inside the half of Austria. Plays it square to Romero, slightly backwards. Romero out on this near side. We'll pick out Rodrigo de Paul. Back it goes to Romero. Inside to McAllister. McAllister 18 yards inside the Austrian half. Short pass out far side to Enzo Fernandez, who plays it back towards the halfway line to Lisandro Martinez. Fernandez takes over and plays it out on this near side to De Paul. De Paul has to go back to Romero. Good pressing by Austria when they haven't got the ball, forcing Argentina to play, as I recall it, in an umbrella shape. Fernandez now has to play it back from the halfway line all the way back to Emiliano Martinez. In goal for Argentina. Stops it 6 yards outside his penalty area, went on my left-hand side and plays it to Romero. Romero to Lisandro Martinez. He is about 15 yards inside his own half. Argentina defend the goal away to my left. Austria defend the goal away to my right. 35 minutes on the clock. Argentina 0, Austria 0. You're listening to an independent studio-based off-tube commentary of the game between Argentina and Austria. And I should just tell you that you can watch the game through your local broadcaster. If you're close by, your local national or regional broadcaster has this game as well. But if you're watching and maybe listening to me, thank you very much for coming along. Long ball forward. Martinez on a halfway line. Heads the ball down. Sival puts it forward. Sabitzer pushed in the back just inside the half of Argentina. Referee very quickly on the spot to blow his whistle. Amin Omar says that that is a foul. And very, very close game. Possibly, if you've ever heard me commentate before, I would call this the plastic surgery derby because it's nip and tuck at the moment. No quarters given Well, the talking point, most difficult. Not difficult at all to talk about, really. Lionel Messi, penalty, 10 minutes. Put the ball wide of Alexander Schlager's goal. Wide on my right-hand side. Put it wide of the post by good half a yard. We're talking Lionel Messi here. Thrown into the box, headed on by Gregoritsch. Cleared by Romero. Alaba heads it near side. Lima heads it on. Sabitzer back to Lima. Lima's got two around him. Good take off his toes by De Paul. De Paul finds Fernandes. Fernandes sweeps the ball forward. Now there's a chance of a break on for Argentina. Cross goes Danzo. Danzo tries to hold up Lautaro Martinez. In it goes to the feet of Enzo Fernandez. Tries to play it across the face of goal. Doesn't see a blue and white shirt inside the penalty area of Austria. Away to my right-hand side. And Marcel Sabitzer will knock a long ball forward. Down in the heap goes Michael Gregoritsch. Christian Romero stands over him, screams at him, saying nothing's doing, and Argentina continue their merry way. Almada plays the ball to Fernandes, back to Almada, level the 18-yard box of Austria, away to my right-hand side. Infield it will go. McAllister, wide on this near side, picks up the full-back. Molina, inside to De Paul. He tries to play the ball forward, but it's not a well-placed ball, and it runs harmlessly all the way through to Alexander Schlager in goal for Austria, away to my right-hand side. It's a little bit bitty from Argentina. And just got a replay of Christian Romero, whose arm did come down on the top of Gregoritsch's head, but I'm not so sure it was that good. And this time they go together again, and Romero this time hits the deck. Now Gregoritsch and Romero have a few words. It doesn't take much for Christian Romero to get into what I would often say is the wrong mindset. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but sometimes players need a little bit of needle to fire them up to do their best. But all of a sudden, those last two challenges with Michael Gregoritsch and the way he powered over the top of Gregoritsch in the first one makes me think that Christian Romero at the moment is just on the cusp of seeing a little bit of red mist. Yeah, just seen the challenge. Michael Gregoritsch knew exactly what he was doing. Left in a heap in the middle of the park as the game goes on this time. Down in a heap this time is Xavier Schlager. Argentina break forward. Far side of the pitch. Chance here now for Medina to play it back. 1-0 it is. Lionel Messi turns it in as it was pulled back to the edge of the box. He came in from deep and sweeps the ball in. 39 minutes on the clock. Lionel Messi opens the scoring. And he gets his fourth of this tournament. Just came in on the edge of the box as it was pulled back. Who else but Lionel Messi? Absolutely sweeps the ball in. Questions may be asked though. The assist coming from Facundo Medina on that far side of the pitch. Pulled it back to the edge of the box. He's about 12 yards from the dead ball line. Pulled it back to the 18-yard box. And there was Messi to sweep it in with the instep of his left foot for 1-0 on 39 minutes. Excellent play. And he'll feel better because up till that point, not only was that the talking point, the goal, but the other talking point was his missed penalty. Almada to Medina, step over, Messi coming in, 17 yards outside, footed it, keeper Schlager going across to his left as the ball went into his bottom right-hand corner. Fine strike from Lionel Messi. Obviously saying that 12 yards is too close for him. He needs it to be a lot further out. It's 1-0. Argentina 1, Austria 0. There's a player down. Xavier Schlager was down in the build-up to that game. That goal, but we're not seeing if there's a check. It was quite a phase afterwards that Messi put the ball into the back of the net, but he gets his fourth goal. And he becomes the top goal scorer. 17 goals in this tournament over the years. Wonderful stuff by the little Argentinian. And currently down on the far side of the pitch, Thiago Almada is picking himself up slowly. A lot of Argentinian protestation around our referee, who is Amin Omar, trying to, I think, I have to say, Stefan Posch needlessly did put a chest on Thiago Almada. And Stefan Posch gets himself a yellow card. Was that needless? Was that required? Oh, have a guess who's over there. I'll give you a clue. His first name's Christian, his second name's Romero. Argentina did not take too kindly to that, and having seen it in slow motion, I do have to say that it looked pretty needless from the right back, Stefan Posch. He's picked up a yellow card for that shoulder into the chest and the lower jaw, I would say. That's his first one. Ball goes forward, near side. Messi with the layoff. Charging through. Manuel Medina can't keep the ball in play. So if you've just joined us, story of the first half here in Dallas. Current scoreline 42 on the clock. There will be at least 6 minutes, I would think, added on at the end of this first half. Argentina 1, Austria 0. 7 minutes on the clock. Saw Lautaro Martinez brought down by Stefan Posch and Xavier Schlager. Penalty given after a VAR check by our referee Armin Omar. And on 10 minutes, 3 minutes later, Lionel Messi sent the ball wide of Alexander Schlager's left-hand post from the spot. Remained 0-0 right up to the 39th minute when foul, they thought, was not given in the middle of the park on Xavier Schlager. Broke down the left-hand side. Facundo Medina pulled the ball back, step over by Almada, coming in on the edge of the box. Lionel Messi 17 yards out, swept it in with the instep of his left boot into the bottom corner of Alexander Schlager's net. He was going to his left and the ball went into the bottom right. 1-0, and that's what separates the two sides. It's been very, very close between the two sides. A little bit of needle between the two sides as well, in fairness. But currently that one goal separating the two sides here in Dallas. Free kick has been given. Now Lionel Messi goes tumbling like a circus tumbler under a challenge from Kevin Danzo. Just to remind you, you are listening to an independent studio-based off-tube commentary of the match here between Argentina and Austria. And make sure you are watching the game through your local TV broadcaster, national, regional broadcasters, whichever way you want. But if you've chosen to listen to my dulcet tones, then thank you very much. Look at the pictures, hear the voice, sleep alongside me. Argentina 1, Austria 0, 44 on the clock. Romero forward, a little layoff up front by Almada. Is given away there. Chance for a break forward. Foul this time coming forward on Romano Schmidt by Alexis McAllister. Schmidt takes his time picking himself up. 7 yards inside the Argentina half, which is just to the left of the halfway line. And this is far from a done deal. Many people would have possibly looked at this and thought this is just going to be a walk in the proverbial park for Argentina, but Austria have done really well. Standing over this free kick is the captain, David Alaba. He's going to clip it up to the penalty area away to my left-hand side. High line being held by Argentina along the edge of their own 18-yard box. Alaba clips it out near side, but it's beaten everybody and goes out of play for a goal kick. A rather poor and wasted set-piece set for Austria, who trail to Lionel Messi, who scored the only goal so far of this first half. And 39 minutes, sweeping in a ball back by Facundo Medina. A goal kick taken by Emiliano Martinez, fronts it long, up to Lautaro Martinez. Alaba heads the ball away, headed forward this time by Alaba, hooked away by Lima for Austria. Gregoric to the centre spot. Good bit of work, still tenacious work here. Gregoric gets it back, nicely played. Spin on the lip of the centre circle. And again, going down in a heap under a challenge from Enzo Fernandez, which didn't look too bad, was Schmidt, but the free kick's been taken quickly. Sabitzer near side. Plays it back to the halfway line to Alaba. Alaba square to the right-sided centre half. Danzo back to Alaba, left side, 12 yards, 15 yards. Up into the feet of Schlager. Schlager back to Alaba. Squared to Danzo. Danzo up into the feet this time of Vanna. Vanna square, picks out Schlager to Lima, back inside to Vanna, a little bit of a loose ball, but it's left to run to Alaba to Danzo. Austria camping inside the Argentinian half. Schmidt slips the ball forward, little run through there, lovely play by Posch, gets the ball in towards the penalty spot in Argentina's penalty area, but it's drilled away by Argentina. But again, Austria pick up the second ball. Argentina struggling somewhat to keep their foot on the ball at the moment, which is indicative. We've got 7 minutes to be added on at the end of this first period here in Dallas. Argentina 1, Austria 0. Lima midway inside the Argentina half, which is to the left of the halfway line. Argentina defend the goal away to my left. Austria defend the goal away to my right. Sabitzer near side of the pitch. Infield. Picks out a nice pass to Schlager. Schlager goes outside his man. Can he get the ball into the box? He's down to the dead ball line. Clips it back. Moves inside his 6-yard box with a hefty right boot to clear it on the volley. Cristian Romero. Tenacious work again as on this near side. The foul has been given away by Lautaro Martinez. Had a little bit of a clip of the heels, and Conrad Lima's really not happy. Gets up, and Amin Omar is over in no uncertain terms to say, I'm refereeing the game, not you. And I think Conrad Lima says, well, my right ankle will tell you that's been refing the game. Are they the pantomime villains, Argentina? Are they the side that everybody loves to hate when they get their noses in front? Sabitzer plays the free kick square in field, finds Schmidt. Schmidt finds Sivalt. Sivalt back to Sabitzer. Sabitzer down the line to Lima. Lima back in field. Schmidt clips a deep ball across the face of the goal. Headed away by Lisandro Martinez. Picked up on the far side by Enzo Fernandez. He's tracked all the way away by Xavier Schlager. Argentina play a nice bit of keep ball. Enzo Fernandez into Alexis McAllister, 8 yards outside his own penalty area, away to my left. Plays it out to his near side, the right to Lionel Messi. Outside of his left boot, got 2 for company. Short pass is absolutely woeful there by Messi. Gregoric smashes it against the legs of the Argentinian player on this near side and gets the throw, which Lima takes quickly midway inside the Austrian half. 48th minute here. Talking points of the first half. A penalty given away by a double challenge by Stefan Posch and Xavier Schlager on Lautaro Martinez, given after Amin Omar was sent to the VAR box to have a look at it after originally not giving it as a penalty. Gave it as a penalty, and then 3 minutes later after the incident, 10 minutes on the clock, Lionel Messi stood up with his left boot, his trusty wand of a left boot, and put the ball wide of the goal. To everybody's surprise, Alexander Schlager had guessed the right way, but he was never getting that one because it was a good half a yard wide of his left post. Crossfield ball at the moment. We'll talk about the goal in just a moment. Posch brings the ball down, goes inside, loses out. Cleared by Fernandez up to Messi. Messi loses out in the middle of his own half, but Lautaro Martinez finds Rodrigo de Paul. Little give and go on this near side by Manuel Medina. And now Alexis McAllister midway inside the Argentinian half, away to the left of the halfway line. Here's the man that passes it out to Messi. Little bit of keep ball going on here as we approach the end of stoppage time at the end of the first period here in Dallas. Goal came on 39 minutes, and what a fine goal it was too. A little bit of a tackle in the middle of the park, which wasn't given as a foul. Ball broke for Argentina. Into the half of Austria they went. They broke down their left-hand side, and the left full-back Facundo Medina pulled it back from 12 yards away from the dead ball line towards the edge of the 18-yard box, centrally for an instep, a sweeping instep from Lionel Messi to sweep it into the bottom right-hand corner of Alexander Schlager's net for 1-0. Schlager going from his right to his left, and then saw the ball go in the opposite direction. A little step over on the way by Thiago Almada. That is the goal that separates the two. We're into the 50th minute. Minimum of 7 to be added on at the end of this first period here. Argentina now just playing keep ball. They want to see the break, and certainly Lionel Scaloni will have a few words to say at half-time. They've not looked the most secure of sides against an Austrian side that have been tenacious without having too much of the football in this first period. They have had 2 corners. Argentina have not mustered 1, but they have the goal that separates these two sides, which is statistically the only thing they need at the moment. Molina plays it forward. Alaba gets the ball down. Messi takes a touch. Ball comes off of Alaba. Throw this time. Sarcastic clap in there by David Alaba to the official on this near side, saying it was actually an Austrian throw, not an Argentinian throw. Argentina fans bouncing away at the moment inside the ground here in Dallas. Far side of the pitch, Enzo Fernandez plays the ball at Thiago Almada, who fields to McAllister. McAllister 8 yards inside the Austrian half, which is to the right of the halfway line. Short pass out to Rodrigo de Paul. De Paul gets it out to Messi. Messi back inside the McAllister. Back to Messi. Messi almost on the halfway line. Plays it to the centre spot where Lisandro Martinez plays it back to Messi. Messi coming forward. Backing off in front of him is Schmidt. Plays it outside of Schmidt and finds the fullback Medina. Medina back inside. Played across by Fernandez. Rodrigo de Paul. McAllister back to Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez forward. Almada back to McAllister. And it looks as though, for me, Argentina have decided that they will have the football as long as it needs to be retained until that whistle is blown for half time, and they can get back inside the hutch, as we'd say in cricket. We'll have a few words with Scaloni. Get themselves sorted out for a second 45. Romero on the halfway line, out on this near side, down the right hand side to De Paul. De Paul back to Romero, who backs off into his own half, some 4 or 5 yards, plays it square to the left side of centre half, Lisandro Martinez. Martinez out on the far side to Medina, back to Martinez, and now infield to Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez square to Rodrigo de Paul, and Argentina just enjoying football on the halfway line here. We move towards the end of time added on, and in fact our referee has decided, Mr. Amir Omar, that is it for half time. Talking points: Lionel Messi missing from the spot, not just missing a goal from the spot on 10 minutes, but then getting his 17th goal in this tournament over the years, sweeping in on 38 minutes from a pullback by Medina. It is 1-0 to Argentina here in Dallas. Do join me for the second half. Hello and welcome back to Argentina versus Austria. You are listening to an independent studio-based off-tube commentary of the match between Argentina and Austria, and at the break here in Dallas it's 1-0 to Argentina. Could have been 2. Lionel Messi missing from the spot after just 10 minutes, and of course then atoning for that error with a goal on 39 minutes, sweeping in a pullback by Medina from 17 yards to make it 1-0. It's got a little bit bitty, a little bit messy, one would say, in the game between these two sides. Just to let you know that you can watch the game through your local TV broadcaster. You can follow the match anywhere on your local, regional and national TV and radio broadcaster as well. But if you're with me now, thank you very much for listening. Argentina, navy blue shorts and socks with their sky blue and white striped shirts, will defend the goal away to my right hand side in this second half, and Austria, wearing their red socks, white shorts, red tunics with black sleeves, will defend the goal away to my left hand side. They have Alexander Schlager in goal, a back four from left to right of Lima, Alaba, Danzo and Posch. Then they have two holding midfielders in Xavier Schlager and Nicholas Siewald, with Sabitzer, Vanna and Romano Schmidt behind Gregoric at the top of the park. For Argentina in goal it is Emiliano Martinez, a back four from right to left of Molina, Romero, Lisandro Martinez and Medina. Then it is Almada, Fernandez, Alexis McAllister and Jean Rodrigo de Paul on the left hand side, and of course up top it is one Lionel Messi and Lautaro Martinez. Ball is currently on the edge of the Argentinian penalty area. Brought away by Lionel Messi. He's lost out there. Thought he was fouled. Isn't going to get a foul from our referee today, who is Min Omar. Ball goes towards the Argentinian penalty area down on this near side. Chance for Schmidt. Schmidt up to the edge of the box. Little layoff. First time shot. Ricochets from the edge of the box towards Gregoric, but it's cleared away by the full-back on the far side of the pitch, Manuel Molina. He plays it into the half, and it's picked up by Alaba. Alaba up to the halfway line, almost to the centre spot, where this time it will be Nicola Siewald who plays the ball to Danzo. Danzo to Alaba, and Alaba straight ball up into the feet of Gregoric. Little layoff this time to Vanna. Vanna out to Sabitzer. Sabitzer down towards the dead ball line. Crosses the ball into the box. Big take in midair this time by Emiliano Martinez, away to my right hand side. Bowls it out quickly to Enzo Fernandez, who plays it out near side, and quickly on to Thiago Almada is the tackle by Nicolas Siewald. Chance for Argentina. Ball in the hands of Facundo Medina, who got the assist for the goal from Lionel Messi. Throws it to Lautaro Martinez, and won back inside the Argentinian half by Austria. Back it goes to Danzo. Danzo plays the ball forward to Schlager. Schlager tries to get it through. Down goes another Argentinian player. Down goes another Argentinian player. Marcel Sabitzer this time, leaving a little bit on Lionel Messi as it's played up to the halfway line. Well, I forgive many people many things, but two players down in the space of 2 seconds there. And rather a silly challenge by Xavier Schlager on Lionel Messi, whilst it was a lazy foot on Cristiano Romero by Marcel Sabitzer on Cristiano Romero, who's taking his time getting back to his feet, just caught on the outside of his right boot with a trailing leg. Argentina 1, Austria 0. This will give Argentina 6 points in this tournament. As we just get a replay of the goal swept in by Messi from that full-back on our little replay monitors from Facundo Medina. Ball's back in play. Lisandro Martinez gets it from Emiliano, plays it out on this near side to Medina. Medina down the line into the feet of Almada. Almada into McAllister. McAllister into the centre circle on the Argentinian side of the pitch, which is to the right of the halfway line. Short pass out left hand side to Messi. Messi down the line to Molina. Back to Messi. Messi inside to McAllister. McAllister back to the halfway line to Lisandro Martinez. Martinez out on his near side by Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez has got the overlap this time by Medina. Back it goes to Fernandez. Fernandez short pass back to Lisandro Martinez. Martinez plays it back out to Almada. Almada inside to Fernandez. Fernandez to Medina. Back it goes to Almada. Almada inside to McAllister. Midway inside the Austrian half to the left of the halfway line. Lifts it out far side. Brought down nicely on the far side by Molina. Molina's got an underlapping run by De Paul. He crosses the ball into the Austrian 6-yard box where it's headed away by Almada. I should say Alaba. Lionel Messi doesn't seem to have the zip across the pitch that he used to. But having said that, he is 38 and not 28 or even 18. And plays a more sort of static but pivotal role for Argentina, as shown by being involved in the only goal, by sweeping the only goal into the back of the net on 39 minutes. 50 on the clock here. Argentina 1, Austria 0. Austria have lost it. Ball's going to be played through. This time Messi will be offside once he's put the ball in the back of the net. Great challenge coming in ultimately at the end by Xavier Schlager. Couldn't get away from him, and he started a good 2 yards clear of him offside position. Flag has gone up now. But again, it is just a testament to how much his pace has diminished in his veteran years. Couldn't get away. Normally he would have been away and across his man and the ball in the back of the net, but Xavier Schlager was the man that got back. Alaba. Far side of the pitch, around the corner this time by Schlager. Sabitzer going to get the ball back, lifted forward. Good run forward by Lima. Lima can't get it into the box. Good bit of work there, never giving up. Coming across there by Romano Schmidt and not Rick Astley. But the ball goes out of play for a goal kick though by Romano Schmidt. Austria have yet to really conjure up some or fashion some big chances, and that is a little bit of a concern for Ralf Rangnick's side. Emiliano Martinez, 6-yard box away to my right, thumps a long ball forward. Big header up in the air by Stefan Posch. One on this near side by Medina. McAllister. De Paul. McAllister. De Paul. De Paul back to Romero. Romero. 15 to 16 yards inside his own half. Square to the left side of centre half. Lisandro Martinez. Down the line by Medina. Medina from the player on his near side. Al-Harmat. And now played inside again. Messi trying to work some magic in the middle of the park. He tries to get away from two. Gets brought down in the middle of the park this time. Foul has been given. You've got to be careful they don't give these balls away too easily in the middle of the park. Could be a free kick, dead centre of the half of dead centre of the Austrian half. Once he stands over the ball, 53 on the clock. It's a long way out. The wall's a good 24 yards away from the goal line of Austria. As he stands over it, he can have a dart from here. Just clips it in, gets the sand wedge out, headed away this time by Alaba. Edge of the box, one back by Xavier Schlager. Stefan Posch gets a toe on it. Martinez sees it out of play, and 1:53 minutes, Argentina 1, Austria 0. Throw taken quickly by Argentina. Austria all over it. Schmidt gets in there first, gets fouled in trying to clear it. Referee gives away a shrill peep of the whistle to signify that it is in Dallas here. A free kick to Austria midway inside their own half. Thank you very much for listening to this independent studio-based off-tube commentary of the game between Argentina and Austria. Make sure you're watching the game through your local broadcaster. You can follow the match on your local, regional, national TV and radio broadcasters as well. But if you're with us, nice to have you along. That is all I can say here. Argentina lead by a goal to nil, scored on 39 minutes, and on the far side of the pitch, good work by Lima. Lima finds Schmidt, tries to play it through. The block that is Romero, blocks the ball halfway line. Good work this time by Alaba. Gets the ball down to Sabitzer. Sabitzer inside to Schmidt. Schmidt up to the edge of the box. Lima on the spin. Romero with a kick. Free kick right on the edge of the box. And Conrad Lima says exactly what is going on here. And I understand that. And he span Christian Romero really easily. And Romero just caught his man on the spin and put him to the floor. Emiliano Martinez in goal for Argentina, away to my right-hand side. We'll look at his goal right out by the junction of the edge and the top of his penalty area to his right. Marcel Sabitzer spots the ball 2 yards outside that point, that junction on the football field. Thiago Almada tries to block the free kick from being taken quickly. Referee Amin Omar gets him back. Vanna stands over it. Marcel Sabitzer stands over it. Emiliano Martinez looks out from the centre of his goal out to the right-hand corner of his penalty area. Sabitzer stands over. 55 on the clock. Argentina 1, Austria 0. Sabitzer fancies a go here. Whips it round the wall. Good parry away, diving to his left-hand side. 2 hands on it there by Emiliano Martinez and cleared by Medina on this near side. And it's going to be a chance for a throw. Level the 18-yard box of Argentina, away to my right-hand side. Stefan Posch wearing that chin strap to protect a chin injury, a jaw injury. Throws the ball into the penalty area. Clears everybody hooked on. Comes off the legs of Gregoric. And hacked away by Lisandro Martinez. And it's a little further out this time for Stefan Posch to launch in. I'd say about 24 yards away instead of 18 yards away, but he's still got a fair old propulsion with those shoulders to launch it into the penalty area, but he elects to throw it back to Danzo. Danzo ball infield and back to the halfway line. There he finds Lima. Lima gets the ball to Alaba. Back to Lima. Lima all the way back to the keeper Schlager. Schlager forward into his namesake, Xavier Schlager. Back to Lima. And again, a chance here for Xavier Schlager to play it back to David Alaba. He comes forward midway point of the Austrian half, away to the left of the halfway line as I face the pitch. Danzo with a quick pirouette, plays it out near side. Fullback Posch turns it inside to Seevalk. Seevalk up and over the halfway line. Turns it into Fida Gregoric. First time layoff to Schmidt. Schmidt's ball across is slightly behind the man on the far side, Sabitzer, but he goes back and collects it midway inside the Argentinian half. Ball goes forward again. Chance here for Austria around the edge of the box. Gregoric really stabbed that ball up in the air for Romero to have away on the edge of the 18-yard box. And Argentina playing neat triangles, and in the end a very strong challenge coming in the middle of the park. And Lautaro Martinez goes down under a challenge, a hefty challenge by Paul Vanna, about 5 yards outside the penalty area of Argentina, away to my right-hand side. First change, Nicolas Otamendi is coming on, and he is going to come on, and I think he is going to, I'm trying to see who he's going to replace here. But just looking down, and it looks as though he is coming on for Christian Romero. So Otamendi comes on, Christian Romero goes off. I think it's quite wise, in fairness. Not that Romero just had a touch of the red mist in the first half under your commentator's viewpoint. And as I say, you are listening to an independent studio-based off-tube commentary here of the match between Argentina and Austria. Otamendi with his first touch plays it out on the far side to Molina. Molina into the feet of McAllister. McAllister further forward to the ball. Back it goes to Molina. Molina to Otamendi. Otamendi back to Emiliano Martinez, who plays the ball out to Lisandro Martinez, who plays it back to Emiliano Martinez. And maybe I should just call them their first names. Emiliano Martinez up to the edge of his penalty area for Argentina, away to the right of the halfway line. Comes out, wanders through the D, and is now going to smite the ball forward, but elects to play it short to Otamendi, who's just come on. Otamendi, some 24 yards inside his own half. Short pass infield to the Liverpool midfielder McAllister. McAllister up into the feet of Almada. Back to McAllister and across to Otamendi. Argentina very good at keep ball, and Austria have yet to really muster a palm-stinging effort on the goal of Emiliano Martinez, but they are well and truly in this game. Posh, ball forward. Good take by Schmidt. Tries to turn away this time from Medina. Doesn't get a foul. Medina wins it back. Argentina at times under pressure in their close quarter football, a little bit ragged. And in the end, it's knocked back towards the edge of his own 18-yard box by the falling fullback, Medina. Chested down by Otamendi. Played out to Molina. And then back to Otamendi to McAllister. McAllister back to Otamendi. Back out on the far side. It will be a chance for Manuel Molina to try and turn forward. 60 minutes on the clock. Argentina 1, Austria 0. Goal scored by Lionel Messi, his 17th goal in this type of tournament over the years. And could have had 18. Missed a penalty on 10 minutes, put wide of the goal, which is unheard of for the talismanic Argentinian. Ball goes forward to Romano Schmidt, 12 yards outside the Argentinian penalty area, away to my right. Chance here for Schlager. Schlager to Lima. Lima back to Alaba. Alaba square to Danzo. Danzo back to Alaba. Inside the centre circle on the Argentinian side of the pitch, which is to the right of the halfway line. Danzo's first touch isn't great. Lautaro Martinez makes him play it out to the right back with Stefan Posch. Again, Argentina caught in possession. Posch with a chance to run through. Lisandro Martinez with a big clearance on the edge of his own 18-yard box. Away to my right, to all the way to my left, where Alexander Schlager comes out of goal. And plays the ball forward. Danzo. 12 yards inside his own half. Austria defend the goal away to my left. And on this near side again to Danzo. Danzo also almost caught in possession by Lautaro Martinez. Gets the ball forward to Schmidt. Schmidt this time plays the ball back to Sievelt. Sievelt plays it into the feet of Schlager. Schlager to Alaba. Alaba down the line on the far side. And knocked down the touchline on the far side of the pitch. Liner doesn't get onto the end of it, and Argentina pick up the pieces inside their own half. Good work by De Paul. De Paul to McAllister. McAllister back to De Paul for Argentina. Down the line on the far side, he finds Molina. Molina further down. Little layoff inside. Nicely played. Slip ball through here. Chance for a run here. Almada lays it off. First time shot goes in. Hits the chest. Coming in off this near side. Shot by Enzo Fernandez. Rattled into the chest of an Austrian defender. And was cleared, but again there's more purpose you fancy to the attacking threat from Argentina than possibly Austria, although you cannot rule Austria out of this game in the 62nd minute. Danzo has just been asked he's okay. Looked like he could have got a bit of winded there as that shot came in. Enzo Fernandez swept it in right-footed and caught him on the shoulder, but one of his elbow hit himself above the just below the sternum, and he's been asked to retreat off the field of play by our referee Amin Omar. All the officials from Egypt today. Well, two more changes coming for Argentina. Julian Alvarez and Nico Gonzalez about to come on. And Scaloni looking as though he wants to seal this game before it gets into the last phases of this contest. McAllister square to Medina. Medina back to Alessandro Martinez. Back to McAllister. 18 yards inside the half of Austria, which lies to the left of the halfway line. Out to De Paul. Back it goes to McAllister. McAllister short. Give and go with Almada. Back it goes again to Almada. Almada turns, plays it out on this near side, picks out Enzo Fernandez. Fernandez further out to the fullback Medina. Medina back to Fernandez. Inside to Lisandro Martinez. Martinez forward into the feet and coming short this time by Lautaro Martinez. That's footwork by Messi. Twists away from one, but still Argentina midway inside the half of Austria. Messi up to the edge of the box. First time layoff by Medina's cleared easily by Austria. Now coming forward, McAllister up to the edge of the box. Messi doubles up, gets a little give and go, plays it far side of the pitch. Real chance here, back to De Paul, who plays it in, and this time I can tell you that Michael Gregoric has pretty much taken that in the place that no man would ever wish to receive a football on the fall. And Michael Gregoric has now got his stomach in knots and twists and turns like a gymnast at the Olympics. His stomach will be hurting, and there are going to be some changes coming your way. And it is Thiago Almada. He is being replaced, and coming on is Alvarez for Almada, and Lautaro Martinez goes off as well. It is Gonzalez coming on. It just looks to me as though Scaloni just wants to try and get that second goal to give himself just a little bit of a respite. Otamendi to Lisandro Martinez, halfway line, out on this near side to Medina. Medina forward, Alvarez back to Gonzalez, forward it goes, good run from midfield, comes through to Fernandez, he's inside the box, back to Messi on the edge of the box, 20 yards out, left foot shot, screws it across the face of goal, down goes Alexander Schlager. Wouldn't know it was going wide of his left post. I'm pretty sure that's a corner. Schlager's run off as though it's a goal kick. It was a little bit of a drag, a little bit of a tops drive off the first tee there from Lionel Messi, but Schlager definitely got his hands to it when he possibly didn't need to. And the referee, Omar, still sticks to his guns and says it is a goal kick. I concur very much there with most of the Argentinian side that the keeper palmed it round the post. Near side of the pitch though. Danzo back to Schlager, the keeper for Austria, away to my left-hand side. 65 on the clock. Argentina 1, Austria 0. Lionel Messi scoring his 17th goal in this massive tournament over the years. Would have had 18 with a penalty earlier on, but missed the target altogether, which is slightly unheard of for somebody who has been decorated by the footballing gods in so many ways. Far side of the pitch, ball goes out of play midway inside the Argentinian half, and it's a throw to Austria. Lima has the ball in his hands. Vanna comes short, he wants to go into the corner, goes into the corner to Sabitzer. Sabitzer gets the ball down, to play it back to Lima. McAllister's in the way. Chopped away on the far side by Molina. Up to the halfway line where Danzo plays it all the way back to Alexander Schlager, the keeper for Austria. Short pass forward this time, picks up Xavier Schlager. Xavier Schlager out to David Alaba. Alaba gets a nice ball into the feet in the middle of the park to Vanna. Vanna sweeps it out to the right back for Austria in the shape of Posch. Posch turns the ball in field. Sievald to Schlager. Schlager being tracked by Alvarez, plays it out to Lima. Lima down the line to Sabitzer. Sabitzer spins away from one, but can he get away from the second? He can. Sabitzer with a cross into the box. Gregoric with the header, always on the way down when he got to put the ball and the forehead together, and it went up and over the crossbar of Argentina, away to my right hand side for a goal kick. Friedel is about to come on, and he is coming on to go into, I would say, possibly an attacking position here. Be interested to see who he... Well, it's three changes, and it is David Alaba who is going off, Stefan Posch who is also going off, Marko Arnautovic, the 37-year-old, is onto the field of play. Vanna, Posch and Alaba going off, and Friedel, Plas and Arnautovic coming on. Well, Friedel will go into the heart of defence. That's a straight swap. Okay, Friedel, 28 years of age. Otamendi into the feet of Fernandez. Fernandez back to Lisandro Martinez via Emiliano Martinez, and then played out on this near side. Vanna goes out, replaced by Marko Arnautovic. A little bit more attacking flair from a player that spent his time in the English leagues. You know who can do it. Scored a penalty in the first game against Jordan as well. Molina, Alvarez, Fernandez, Molina, De Paul. Back he goes from McAllister. Otamendi square on this near side to Lisandro Martinez. Martinez out to this near touchline, down the line by Medina. Blocked in trying to do so. Still though, as we go for our fluid break, as we would call it here. It remains in the shape of Argentina 1, Austria 0. First half, it's a very, very close game. Fancy that Lino Scaloni now actually does want his side to maybe get that second. 1-0's a very slender advantage here, given to them by Lionel Messi. His fourth goal of this tournament, and really has been pivotal in most of the incidents. First incident coming on 7th minute when Lautaro Martinez broke into the penalty area of Austria, and a challenge by Xavier Schlager and Stefan Posch from either side saw Lautaro Martinez go down the heap. No penalty was given, but our referee Amir Oman was asked to go and have a look at the VAR screen, and then 3 minutes later awarded the penalty which Lionel Messi stood up to take, and when he took it, he missed the target. Keeper for Austria, Alexander Schlager, went away to his left hand side. The ball went away to his left hand side, but wide of the left hand post, and Lionel Messi possibly thought at that point his day couldn't get any worse. Well, shortly afterwards he had a break in there, and this time David Alaba got a toe in and took it back to his own keeper, where Schlager made a save with his outstretched left boot in the first half to remain at 0-0 before on 39 minutes. The ball broke down the Argentina left hand side, and Facundo Medina, 12 yards from the dead ball line inside the Austrian penalty area, pulled it back. Step over was brought forward by Thiago Almada, and coming in behind from 17 yards to sweep it in with the instep of his left boot was Lionel Messi to put it into the bottom right hand corner of Alexander Schlager's net as he was making his way to the left. Well, it's how it remains here. Just over 70,000 in the ground today of an 80,000 capacity. Just 70,649 is the figure that we have been passed along here in our commentary box. And it remains Argentina 1, Austria 0 as we go into the final phase of this game. And it is Austria that have competed well, but you do have to say that they haven't really created much, and you are listening to an independent studio-based off-tube commentary here of the match between Argentina and Austria. And of course you are more than welcome to make sure that you're watching the game through your local TV broadcaster or your local regional and audio broadcaster. But if you're listening to me, thank you very much for joining me with a game that is pretty evenly poised. Danzo gets the ball back in play, loses it. Going to be a throw under pressure from Julian Alvarez. Gets the ball away. Austria defend the goal away to my left-hand side as I face the pitch, and Argentina defend the goal away to my right. Could be a throw-in on this near touchline. Medina throws it in. Alvarez plays it back on this near side to Gonzalez. Gonzalez plays it against the body of Lima. Balloons out of play. Another throw to Argentina, about 17 yards away from the corner flag, defended on this near side by the substitute Pras, who's come on. And he gets his footing on this near side to make sure that it's another throw as the throw comes in. Alexander Pras just making his way on, and the ball goes in again. This time it is going to be a corner, the first of the match for Argentina. All the corners have come from the same part of the pitch. That's all I can say to you. Goal away to my left. Alexander Schlager looks out to his right hand side, right down by the point of my left shoulder. Messi's to swing this with his left boot away from goal. Kills it away from goal. Free header glanced across the face of goal there, and Gonzalez came in, got his head onto the ball, Nico Gonzalez, but couldn't quite find the target. Glancing right across the face of goal, and that, I'm afraid, was as good a chance as ever for Argentina really to put this game to bed. Ball is back in play. 6 attempts on goal by Argentina, 5 on goal by Austria, 2 on target by Argentina, and 1 for Austria. So that's how close the actual statistics are. Far side of the pitch. Friedel plays it down the line, gets the ball back this time. Leimer into the feet of Xavier Schlager. Across it goes, half midway point. Danzo back to Xavier Schlager. Pras comes forward. It's been a subtle change here. Konrad Leimer's come across now to right back. Pras has gone to centre half. And Friedel's gone to left back. Leimer right back now. Again, playing inventive football without really breaking them down. Forward, far side of the pitch, played forward by Friedel, misses out Arnautovic, cleared by the Argentinian defence. 75 minutes on the clock now. Leimer, the right back, chance to run. Gonzalez covers him off, 12 yards from the dead ball line, looking for a right-footed cross. Looks for the overlap this time by Romano Schmidt. Leimer gets in, he's been a real thorn in the side. Konrad Leimer, he's a very industrious player as the ball goes forward, and this time Enzo Fernandez is the man that gets upended for a free kick, and Argentina will be quite happy to let that free kick happen. As we see that header, just glance away on our replay monitors. Bit of a change there, Leimer going from left back to right back. This side of the pitch, bit of a heavy challenge down here. Yellow card is going to be given to Facundo Medina there, diving in on Leimer. Leimer really is quite a talented footballer, if I can say so myself. Puts his hands up and waves at the crowd because he knows what a problem he is there. And plays for Bayern Munich. Got a year and a bit left on his contract there as well. Facundo Medina pushes Leimer to the floor. Yellow card for Leimer, who gets the yellow card for being pushed to the floor by Facundo Medina. 76 minute on the clock. Argentina 1, Austria 0. Goal scored by Lionel Messi. Facundo Medina also getting a yellow card in a little altercation for raising his hands to the chest there. Ball is back in play on the far side of the pitch. Leimer. He is one of those players you take in your side every week because he's one of those players that you know you're going to get everything out of his socks, everything out of his boots. He's not going to leave the field not knowing that he's given everything. He has the ball at his feet at the moment, midway inside the Argentinian half, which is to the right of the halfway line. Plays it out to Romano Schmidt. Schmidt cuts inside of Medina, who's now on a yellow card. Plays it back to Danzo. Danzo, 12 yards. Short pass this time to Schmidt. Schmidt to Leimer. Leimer being tracked on his near side by Gonzalez. Plays it back to the halfway line to Danzo. Danzo square this time inside to Friedel. Friedel plays it out far side to Schlager. Schlager back inside to Friedel. To Danzo. Danzo 15 yards inside the half of Argentina. Short pass to Sivalt. Sivalt into the feet of Pras. Pras plays it far side. And again, it's worked back across the back line by Austria. Good disciplined shape here by Argentina. Danzo wants to do something, tries to lift a nothing ball forward, which is headed away in the middle of the park by Enzo Fernandez, but Austria try and win the ball back. Nice spin this time in the middle of the park by Schmidt. Won again by Argentina. Messi holds it, spins away from two, rolls it back to McAllister. McAllister lays it near side, and Gonzalez exchanges passes with Medina. Back to McAllister, 18 yards inside the Argentinian half, across to Otamendi, who's now playing at left centre half. And the ball down the line to Rodrigo de Paul. Is seeing it go off his legs and out of play for a throw to Austria, who are in fine voice inside the stadium in Dallas. They fancy there's a chance here. Wimmer is about to come onto the field of play, and he is going to replace Romano Schmidt. Ralf Rangnick making yet another change. So Austria now sensing that pivotal moment in the game. Romano Schmidt off, and onto the field of play comes Wimmer. Just moving into, according to the clock, I would say is The last 11 minutes of the game plus time to be added on, which should be a bit. Lima with the underlapping run, he's into the box and he gets to the dead ball line, he pulls it back. Emiliano Martinez gets there first. Arnautovic tries to challenge with him, a little catch on the back of the ear. I don't think there was any real thing there from Arnautovic. I dare say that young Emiliano Martinez, who's young to me because he's only 33 and old for a lot of others, just caught a little bit of kneecap to the side of the head as Arnautovic fell over the stricken goalkeeper who was picking the ball up by his left-hand post away to my right. 79th, into the 80th minute we go. And, Patrick Wimmer on to play where Romano Schmidt has played, but it's been a pretty chanceless game so far for Austria. They've had their moments, but they haven't quite made Emiliano Martinez warm his gloves up on anything really goal-bound. Just to remind you, you're listening to an independent studio-based off-tube commentary of Argentina versus Austria, and from the stadium in Dallas. And of course, you can watch the game with your local broadcaster, both regional, national, local, whatever, as well. But nice to have you along if you are listening to me. Gonzalez now up to the edge of the Austrian penalty area, tries to play it in. It's the legs of Wimmer. Goes back wide of the goal of Austria, away to my left-hand side, where Schlager, the keeper, picks it up and then rolls it out to the feet of the Spurs defender Kevin Danzo. Square across to Marco Friedl. Friedl down that far touchline to Nicholas Pras. Pass back to Friedl. Friedl back to Alexander Schlager, who from inside his penalty area for Austria plays it to Danzo, who then plays it back to Schlager, the keeper. He plays it out left-hand side. Deep ball, diagonal, knocked long. Chance for Gregoric, brings it down on his chest, turns it forward, can't quite find a run inside this time of Wimmer. Good covering by the assist maker in the first goal, Facundo Medina, to clear the ball away. And now more changes are afoot as Gregoric brought that down beautifully, towed it past Lisandro Martinez, and he was looking for the run through there of Patrick Wimmer, and it's hacked away for a corner. It's going to be another change here. And it looks like Rodrigo De Paul is going off the field of play, walks off the pitch behind the goal. Paredes is coming on, and also going off on the far side is Medina and De Paul. Those two walk behind the goal away to my right-hand side. Tagliafico and Paredes make their way on to the field of play. It's a corner this time, the third of the game to Austria. 82 minutes we have had here. That does include a drinks break. And Austria have a corner. Goal away to my right-hand side. Emiliano Martinez looks out to his right. Called in by Sabitzer. Flicked header away this time by Gonzalez. Out on the far side, Sabitzer's going to want to take this throw quickly. Does take it quickly. Chance here now for Plas to put it into the box. It's a deep ball in. Martinez comes and gathers safely above his head in the penalty area away to my right-hand side. Easy take this time for Emiliano Martinez as Wimmer tried to get in. One ball forward by Martinez. Lima battles away with Gonzalez. A couple of players come together. Gonzalez is told to stand up, and a goal kick is given to Austria away to my left-hand side, and Schlager plays it out very quickly to Friedl. Friedl plays it out far side to Pras. Pras back inside, finds Friedl. Friedl square to Danzo, midway inside the Austrian half, which is to the left of the halfway line. Back it goes to the keeper Schlager. Schlager faced by Xavier Schlager in front of him. He tries to roll the ball outside of his D on the edge of his penalty area away to my left. Plays it to Danzo. Danzo sits down Julian Alvarez. Goes square this time into the middle of the park to Xavier Schlager. He plays it back to Alexander Schlager by the penalty spot inside the Austrian penalty area away to my left-hand side. Short pass out to Xavier Schlager. Back it goes to Alexander Schlager. Schlager wants to come forward. Hasn't got a lot of options. Goes back to Xavier Schlager. Those two enjoying a spell on the ball with accurate passing. Played out far side. Friedl comes forward, slips the ball in. Little layoff on the far side. Chance on the far side for Plas to try and get onto it. Gets a toe on it. Going to be put under pressure on the far side this time by Molina. Molina right down by his own dead ball line, tries to play the ball forward. Bit of a press here from Austria as Argentina try and break out. As the Austrians now realise they're getting into Elvis Presley time now. It's now or never. Lima, Danzo, square. Friedel up and over the halfway line. Short ball out on the far side to Pras. Back to Friedel. Into the feet this time of Schlager. Schlager square to Danzo. 3 yards inside the Argentinian half. Out on this near side to the right back of Lima. Lima down the line. Finds Wimmer. Wimmer steps inside his man. This time it was Tagliafico that was blocking his way. But again, good pressing by Argentina has forced them back from inside the Argentine half all the way back to the keeper Alexander Schlager. 85 on the clock here. Just to remind you, you are listening to an independent studio-based off-tube commentary of the game here between Argentina and Austria, which Argentina lead by a goal to nil here in Dallas, scored by Lionel Messi on 38 minutes, sweeping in a pullback from 17 yards from Facundo Medina. And another change is going to happen, and the change this time is going to be Mikhail Gregoric. He's going to go off, and he is going to be replaced by Chukwuemeka. Yes, you know the player if you're interested in the top flight of English football. Chukwuemeka comes on. Ball goes square here. Crossfield ball, nicely played this time by Fernandez. Picked up on the far side by Molina. Molina back. Argentina playing keep ball now, just in the middle third of the pitch. Otamendi. Lisandro Martinez. Back to Nicolas Otamendi. And far side of the pitch, McAllister back to Otamendi. Otamendi all the way back to his keeper Emiliano Martinez, who stopped the ball on the edge of his 18-yard box away to my right and plays it to his left-hand side to Lisandro Martinez. Goes forward. He's going to allow the ball to be taken off his toes in the middle of the park by Paredes. Paredes lays it back. One ball goes forward. Running behind here. Real chance here for Argentina. Gonzalez gets the shot off. Blocked by Danzo. Shot comes in again. Blocked again. Real chance there. Austria caught napping a little further at the field of play than they'd like. Long ball over the top, but now they come forward on the far side. Pras laid off by Chukwuemeka. Pras with the cross into the box. Over the head of Arnautovic. Headed away by Lisandro Martinez. Austria try and come forward. Arnautovic beaten on the edge of the box by Lisandro Martinelli. Played out on this near side by Lima. Lima to Wimmer. Wimmer will play the ball back to Nicolas Sievald. Sievald square, middle of the park. Schlager. Schlager to Sabitzer. Sabitzer out far side to Pras. Pras puts the ball into the box. Otamendi with a big clearance away. It's all starting to open up a touch here as we move into the latter stages of the 90 minutes. Throw to Austria. Xavier Schlager. Back to Danzo, who got a real good block in from that shot just moments ago. Schlager out on the far side. Picks out Pras. Pras inside to Chukwuemeka. It'll go back. They'll start again, Austria. They're quite happy to start again, although urgency may be a byproduct of this passing. Safe passing, as I would say. Great defensive work on this near side by Tagliafico. Gets fouled by Wimmer in trying to win the ball back and eases a bit of pressure on Lionel Scaloni's side. Away to my right-hand side. Nico Gonzalez with a shot. Brilliant block by Danzo. Looked as though it could have been two, but you have to say that Austria have stayed in this game remarkably without, as I say, really stinging the palms of Emiliano Martinez on the far side of the pitch. Alexander Schlager, as we look at some of the fans in the stands here in the Dallas Stadium, biting their nails. One set in blue and white striped shirts, very, very bouncy, very, very happy. And one set of fans wearing the red tunics of Austria, starting to bite their nails now. Both sides had 3 points from their first games in this tournament. Good work by Messi, dispossessing on the far side. Friedel checks inside, midway inside the Austrian half. Lovely ball inside, finds Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez plays it back to Lionel Messi. Messi keeps possession and gives it straight to Arnautovic. Chance now for a break here. Wimmer up and over the halfway line. Tries to play it into the feet of Sabitzer. Gets it back inadvertently from Otamendi, who then fouls him in trying to do so. And Austria guilty at times of working very hard to work the ball at the field of play and then giving the ball away. And I'm going to say that Argentina at times also don't mind being a little bit rugged in their defensive shape. Chukwuemeka plays it out on the far side to Sabitzer. Back inside to Chukwuemeka. Inside it goes into the feet this time of Pras. Pras back to Friedel. Friedel back to Pras. 12 yards outside the penalty area. Down the line to Sabitzer. Sabitzer with a cross in towards Arnautovic, but it's too high, too long, and straight into the grateful arms above his head of Emiliano Martinez in the goal. We're into the 90th minute. It's all about what the fourth official waftings board up in just a moment. I reckon we'll be looking at about 6 or 7 minutes. Gonzalez brings the ball down inside the centre circle, and Messi picks up the pieces, plays it out near side. Alvarez into the box, faced by Lima, onto his right foot, going across the box. Little layoff this time to Fernandez. Fernandez back to Paredes. Paredes and McAllister. And again, now Argentina drop into keep ball mode. Lisandro Martinez back to Otamendi. Otamendi about 4 yards inside the half of Austria, which is to the left of the halfway line. Plays it on the far side to Molina. Molina back to Otamendi and across to Lisandro Martinez, who's now 18 yards inside his own half. Otamendi round the corner. Picks the feed up of McAllister. Short pass to Fernandez. Fernandez down this near side to Tagliafico. He drives towards the Austrian penalty area. Little flick with his boot out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez faced by Wimmer. Goes down under a challenge by Wimmer. And we have 5 additional minutes to play here. Argentina 1, Austria 0. And Argentina lead by that goal. Swept in by the instep from 17 yards of Lionel Messi. On 38 minutes after a pullback by Medina. After a break into the Austrian penalty area was pulled back, step over by Almada. And Messi swept it into a time for his 10th minute penalty miss. Ironically, it wasn't even a save by the keeper, Alexander Schlager. It was wide of his goal to his left hand side. Schlager guessed the right way, away to his left, but he missed the target. He atoned for that with his 17th goal in this type of tournament over the years. Messi to take this free kick. He's about 4 yards away from the dead ball line. Clips it towards the back post. Headed away on the far side by Alexander Pras. It's up towards the halfway line, but Argentina have won the ball back. Paredes, just a little bit of insurance in the back line. And Argentina 12 yards inside their own half, and Lisandro Martinez all the way back to Emiliano Martinez, who lofts the ball up towards the halfway line. Big strong header by Danzo. Chukwuemeka goes down under a challenge, got caught late by Paredes. Free kick right on the lip. Yellow card is offered to Nicolas Paredes. And I should say Leandro Paredes for his lunge. 32-year-old Leandro Paredes on the field of play as a second half substitute. Gets himself a yellow card. He won't mind just breaking up play. No chance here for the ball to go forward for Austria. Up to the edge of the box. Big header away this time by the yellow card man, Leandro Paredes. Xavier Schlager tries to get the ball down. Paredes this time was given a touch with his hand. The referee Amin Omar of Egypt very firm with his decision making there. This is 36 yards away from the goal of Emiliano Martinez. We are in stoppage time here into the 93rd minute. A minimum of 5 to be added on here in Dallas. Argentina 1, Austria 0. This time it is going to be Sabitzer just to clip the ball up, stands the ball right round the back for Danzo. Danzo heads it across the face of goal. Glass header this time by Wimmer, goes wide of the goal. Big chance there for Austria, possibly their best chance of the game, coming in the 93rd minute of a possible 95. Danzo climbed highest above Gonzalez at the back post, across the face of goal, and there was Patrick Wimmer to just glance it across the face of Emiliano Martinez's goal, and watches it wide of his right hand post. And It remains Argentina 1, Austria 0, 94th minute, minimum of 5 to be played at the end of this match. Argentina win the ball back. Messi loses out to Danzo just inside the Austrian half, which is left of the halfway line now. The gallops on the far side by Pras. Pras down the line on the far side to Sabitzer. Sabitzer 10 yards outside the line of the 18-yard box. Short pass inside to Chukwuemeka into the edge of the box. Chukwuemeka goes through the overlap. He might get back there and pulls it back. He does well from the dead ball line. Sabitzer sets the ball back. Chance here for the cross to go in, but it's blocked by an Argentinian. And it breaks up to the halfway line to Messi. Messi with all the nous now will surely just pick the right pass. He does so. Alvarez into the box. Alvarez saved by Schlager. Ball comes out this time. Paredes gets it back to Messi. Messi tries to put two on the floor. Fires it goalwards. There's bodies everywhere. And he finally turns it in again for his second goal of the game in the 95th minute. Lionel Messi once again fired it through the legs of many, many defenders. Argentina 2, Austria 0 in the final minute of the game. And that's his 5th goal of this tournament now for Lionel Messi. Gets a brace. Well, it didn't look as though it was him to score. It was a fine shot by Julian Alvarez, saved by Alexander Schlager. The ball broke back to Messi. Messi sidestepped, then Schlager sidestepped the defender. And he still had 4 defenders. He shot, it ricocheted back to him, and he shot again through the legs of the defenders into the back of the net for 2-0. The game is done and dusted. And Argentina have won this game by 2-0. We've got but seconds left of the game. And Lionel Messi, the 38-year-old talismanic Argentinian, with his 5th goal in this tournament to date from just 2 games. Picked out the pass. Austria was stretched. Alvarez into the box, fired the ball in, blocked by Schlager, came out to Paredes. Paredes found Messi. Messi tiptoed past Schlager, fired a shot in. Ricochet came back off his legs of Sievald, and then he fired it through the legs of Sievald with pace past Danzo into the back of the net for 2-0. And a little bit harsh on Austria, but champions find a way. And what happens is quality footballers find a way too. And Lionel Messi with 2 goals for Argentina puts Argentina 2 goals up, and we are into the final seconds of stoppage time here in Dallas. Argentina 2, Austria 0, and he has a smile as broad as the arches above the stadium here. 28 appearances he's made in this tournament. He's now got 18 goals. The referee will be looking at his whistle very quickly. Game is up, you fancy now. Alvarez picks out Messi. Messi tiptoes past Xavier Schlager, driving forward. Can he find a third? No, he's blocked this time by Sievald. Gets the ball back. Sievald gets there. Free kick given away. Messi's got a chance here. 30 yards out for a free kick. Late on in the piece. We are into the 97th minute here in Dallas. Argentina 2, Austria 0. He will fancy his chances here as we get a glimpse of some of the fans in the stadium. What chance is Lionel Messi fancying a chance here from 30 yards out? Would you put it past him getting a hat-trick? Would you honestly put it past him? Paredes is there. Enzo Fernandez is there. Lisandro Martinez is there. This is only one shot here. The left boot of Messi. He is a good 30 yards out here. Alexander Schlager possibly knows that this is the final kick of the game. Nothing's going to stop Lionel Messi having a pop here. He's got a chance to get it up and down as well.